Happy Saturday. Is it Saturday? Yeah, it is. It is. And hello! Hope you're all doing well today, and welcome to the test. Not gonna lie, oh, first of all, is the game a little loud? The game feels a little loud. Maybe that's just on my end. Maybe I'll turn it down just a tiny. Whoops! That's nope. That's not the one. Wrong one. Wrong one. Maybe I'll turn everything down just a little bit.
Objection!
Objection! Okay, I turned everything down a little bit. It's I think that's better. I think that's better. As I was saying. Also, wait. Okay. So I was thinking about what we would be doing today, because not gonna lie, I had no clue. I had no clue. I wanted to stream, but I had no idea. So I was looking through my library, looking if there's something chill, something easy, you know, nothing too heavy. Nothing too long that we could be doing today. You know, something more chill. And I remembered that I had this game downloaded and never really did it. I opened this game for the first time like earlier today, like an hour ago or so. It's, from what I know, a decently short game, so we should be able to finish it, or maybe even do like one or even multiple runs in one stream. And we'll have to see. I know very little about this game. I know very little. I know it's a test, as the name says, and it's kind of like a social experiment-y thing, where you're just gonna be answering a bunch of questions. I cannot speak today. But besides that, I know very little. I don't know if there's like some bigger underlying plot. I don't know any lore, if there is any. So we're gonna be checking that out ourselves, right here, and not now, in a little bit. Speaking of tests, I saw. Question. Whether you're still in school or whether you're not. I saw recently people talking about I guess especially in I mean school is always like a big topic, right? The school system, tests and whatnot, grades and yada yada yada. I recently saw a post, I think it was a post, where someone talking about cheating in school. And how they basically talking about the topic of like cheating in school, whether it's acceptable, whether you should do it, could do it, you know, possible like arguments for and against it. And I was wondering, how do you guys? Okay, so personally, I always thought I rarely ever cheated in school. Maybe like a few times. Like a handful of times at most, where I cheated in school in subjects that I didn't really care much about, and I was a coward, so I did it in like the safest ways. But I was never really a big cheater in school. But not gonna lie, I think cheating in school, at least high school, right? Let's not like elementary or middle school or something, but at least high school level cheating, I think personally is not as big a deal as people are making it out to be. Because I mean, if you're doing it in college or whatever, or you know, in university when you're actually studying for a job or you know, some kind of profession, there I would say yes, cheating is bad. You gotta know what you're doing. You know, you gotta learn what your job is all about, and if it in any way relates to what you're gonna be doing later in life, then don't cheat. That's not good. But when it comes to periods like high school and stuff, genuinely, I think cheating is not that big a deal because let's be real. At least I'm sure that like is the same in other countries as well. High school these days, or I think it always has been, is literally just about memorizing stuff. You're not going to you're not in high school, or you know, like the later grades, high school grades, I guess. You're not there to actually learn. You're not there to to learn stuff that you're ever gonna need in your later life. You're there to receive information, memorize it, put it on paper, and then you're done. And in those instances, I say, who the fuck cares if you're cheating? Because it's not stuff that you're gonna be needing anyway, unless you're actually interested in the topic, in which case you wouldn't be cheating anyway. If it's bringing a table of formulas to a math test, that's not cheating to begin with. In our high school, actually, we had a whole book of formulas that we were allowed to use in class because that the one good thing, at least like they acknowledged that there's no point in making students memorize formulas like on multiple subjects. So we were always allowed to use like a little book where like various formulas were written in. So that was nice. I advocate for open book tests. That's actually what we do in Germany most of the time. It doesn't matter what subject it is. I was surprised to learn that countries like the US, for example, seem to do like a lot of multiple choice. Like a lot of it. We like never do that. Or at least rarely ever do that. Usually at least 70 to 80%, if not more, if not everything, of our questions, the questions we get in tests, exams and stuff, are open questions. So there's no crosses to make. You have to actually write full sentences and give your own like free answers. Which honestly is, in my opinion, a better way to practice and recall that kind of stuff. It was stuff that you actually needed. I don't know what high school teachers are on, making us study pre-calculus. Of course I'm gonna cheat. For example, why is history even being tested to begin with? Like, what's the point of that? See, that is some, as a German... As a German, I can tell you, history, at least to an extent, is pretty damn important. It is pretty damn important. Have to go to a party now. Good luck, y'all. Have fun at the party. Or good luck, depending on whether you actually want to go there or not. But yeah, like, as a German, I can tell you, history is important, but not, like, to the extent, maybe, that it is being taught in history schools. Like, you should definitely know your country's history, at the very least the more recent history. And like there's so much, like history is such a huge topic, like you're not going to be able to cover everything. So even about your own country you're not going to be able to. So personally I thought history was always fine. But I think that's just because I had a great history teacher. I had a really good history teacher. Who managed to like convey the all the information in a very digestible manner. Love that woman. Lovely woman. So for me, history was never really that big of an issue, even though I did it in French. Most of my history classes were in French because I was in the like bilingual branch. So we had geography and history in French, mostly or partially, which actually was pretty fine because, again, we had good teachers. But yeah, history is like one of those subjects that it is important, but what I think is not important is knowing specific dates. Like, you don't need to know the exact year and day and month that a certain historical event happened. You need to know the period, like the rough, like the general time period. You know, like I know World War II was 1939 till 45, and I know it started at like I think either September 1st or September 3rd, and ended somewhere around April to May, somewhere around there, right? But I don't need to know whether it was like the 23rd of May or the 9th or whatever. I don't need to know that, right? I think history as a subject is important. It is one of the more important subjects, I would argue. Just maybe not to the extent that, or not to the level of detail that many schools and teachers teach. And even there, I would say, like, if it's just like specific dates, you know, like days and stuff, there I think cheating is totally fine, as long as you know the general topic, as long as you know what you're talking about, you know. If you can't recall the exact day, who the fuck cares? Genuinely, who cares? But there's like many other subjects where I'm like, listen, I'm not gonna need it anyway. So why should I force myself to study 10 different subjects, of which I'm not gonna need at least half of them at all, and the rest I'm not gonna need at least like 80% of it, you know? I took an advanced math course, yeah? I took an advanced math class because I had no choice, basically, because it wouldn't fit otherwise with my other courses, and the schedules just wouldn't fit. But I took an advanced math class, and I can say for me personally, I already forgot almost everything. The only thing I'm gonna be needing is statistics, because that has at least something to do with psychology. And the rest, I could not care less about. I know how to do math. I know how to do it, and that's enough for me. I know, like, when it comes to languages, you know, I know like the language, and I know certain pieces of literature. I don't remember any details, but I know they were there, and I know they were, you know, important and whatnot, but I don't need to know the details. Biology is a thing where I'm like, okay, basic biology is good, basic physics, okay, chemistry, sure. But like, there's so much that you are forced to learn in school that you just don't need. So why go through that stress? Like, if someone wants to cheat in school, assuming that is not something that they're gonna need again in life, fucking let them. Fucking let them. The curriculum is way too big and it is way too bloated to expect students to keep up with it all. I don't need the quadratic formula to compute my groceries. For example, yeah, it's like you should know the basics of these subjects, and you should be introduced to the basics. But that's about all. Leah, welcome in. Depends on the subject. It's fine having a wider set of knowledge. That is true, and that's why I just said that, like, it's important that you know the basics. It is important that you're introduced to the subject. It is important that you know what it's about, so that you can actually form your opinion on it. But for example, I had physics and chemistry from year 7 to 10, or 7 to 9 or something, and then in like grade 10 or 11 onward, we could choose whether or not we wanted to continue those subjects, and I didn't, because I know for myself I'm not gonna need physics or chemistry in my later job or in my later life at all. It does not interest me in the slightest, so I don't need to force myself through that, right? I think students should be given more choices, and they're just not. Yeah, like introducing things is important, because you're not gonna know if you like it or not if, you know, you don't get a proper introduction. Exactly. It's like forcing all students to sort of learn the same thing. And okay. So, I personally, I always thought that, like, the curriculum or what like school in general is like way too, I don't know what to call it. but like the way school forces like all students into like the same path until high school, for some they don't even really get that choice, and like forcing everyone to learn the same thing is such bullshit. Because and I heard once, right? I think we were talking about that in some class. Maybe it was like with our, I think it was with our German teacher or something. And we were talking about that concept, right? Making everyone learn the same thing when at least 80% of them are not gonna need it, are not interested in it, anyway. And she was like, well, sure, but what if out of you 20 to 30 people, what if a couple of you eventually want to become mathematicians? Or, you know, want to work in the physics field or chemistry or whatnot. And I'm like, oh, so suddenly we care about the minority. Suddenly we're like, well, but what about those 2 or 3 people? You know, they could profit, they could benefit from this thing. Suddenly, that matters. But you wouldn't want. When it's about, oh, people, like 2 people out of 20 could use this later on in life, that's when you're like, yeah, let's you know, let's think of the smaller group. But whenever it comes to like any like accommodations, disabled people, mentally ill people, neurodivergent people, suddenly it's, well, we can't, you know, we can't do everything to like we can't just all adapt to these people's preferences, you know? Like they're gonna have to adapt. They're gonna have to make do with what they have. Our budget. Like, what in the actual fuck are you talking about? Like, do you hear yourself? Even in high school, like I was always the kind of kid, like I had so much shit to talk about high school. I was like one of the fewer people who actually was like actively like, what the fuck are we doing here? And you know, whenever I talked about this kind of thing with people that were not my friends and didn't share my opinion, it was always like, well, what are you gonna do? You know, like you can say that, but it's not that easy and stuff. And I'm like, is it not? Is it not? Like, and that's why I'm also wanting to. Whenever I you know, whenever I finish university, you know, whenever I get my degree, I do want to go and work with schools, because I think like whether it's like a school psychologist or anything along those lines, because psychology on the topic, like one of those things that I feel like is so heavily underrepresented, at least in German schools. Like, I know, like, psychology as a subject does not even exist in, I think, the vast majority of German schools. Students aren't taught anything about mental health, how to manage their stress. It's all like very superficial, very, oh, just, you know, don't start working in the evenings, you know? Don't procrastinate. Which is like, okay, thanks. Couldn't have guessed. So that's what I want to do once I get my degree. Is I actually want to work with schools, or try to work with like the school system, and try to raise more awareness where I can. Because like psychology genuinely is like one of, if not the most important subject you could have in school. Like that is the subject you should have in school, especially for students, especially for like kids, teenagers. And it is baffling that that is not more like that is not a thing. You know, out of all the things you could make a mandatory subject, psychology should be one of them. I remember one of my profs said that Calculus 1 took a whole year to finish, while our generation are only given 3 months. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's insane. It's insane. Like, teachers are always on about like we gotta get through this topic, you know, we have a lot more to go through. You know, like we have to finish all of this within 1 year, where I'm like, you know, I also think that on the topic of keeping students' interests, I think people would be a lot more interested to learn the subjects that you give them if they actually have the time to. If they actually had the time to. If you only take like a couple months for every subject and then you're like, all right, we gotta move on. I can't stop and wait for every single person. Like, if you gave people the time to actually familiarize themselves with the topic and took the time and, you know, resources to actually teach and to make your students curious, then they'd be doing so much better. And I get that partially it's a problem of at least in Germany, you know, we don't have enough teachers, we don't have enough resources, or we don't get enough resources because the state certainly has the fucking money. So, you know, it's easier said than done. But like, these are the kind of things that I talked about like endlessly in high school, and I feel like at some like every time I brought it up, people were like, "Oh God, here she goes again." But like, yeah, in my uni there's 1 to 2 new topics every week. Yeah, I even notice it now. Like, one reason that I'm really struggling to, I mean, besides just my brain being my brain, struggling to get through my courses in, you know, my psychology courses, is because it's kind of like a similar issue than I had in school, which is that, yes, everything that I'm reading is related to psychology, but I don't need to know all of it. I don't need to know all of it. I don't need to know about every single psychologist and philosopher and science and like psychological researcher that has ever existed and ever voiced a theory. I don't need to know that much. I know enough about fucking Freud. I don't need to hear more. In fact, I would prefer to hear less about that man. You know? Like, even in uni, it's like, if you know what you want to do, then start with the things that you actually need. Start with what you actually need to know. You know? Like, don't twist it around. Start with the important stuff, and you can sprinkle some side things, like some side topics that are good to know but not necessary in along the way or later on. Like, it's insane. It is insane. But speaking of tests and school and grades and exams and whatnot, thankfully this test is not going to be like any of these. At least I hope so. Can you imagine this just turns into a fucking like trivia thing? Okay, there we go. Excuse me. There's some skin on my finger that annoyed me. There we go. It's still annoying me, but it's fine. Anyway. I have not actually started this game yet. I have literally gone no further than this starting screen and the options. And the very ominous... I don't know what note that is, but the very ominous, like single note that plays every now and then, and the weird whispering. Meow. So, why don't we, I think my game is stuck. I closed the game. Okay. Game got stuck. So we're trying that again. We are trying that again. Are we good now? Okay, we're good now. Let's start. Wait, is the volume? Okay, volume's still good. Is the volume better now? I think it should be, right? I think it should be. New game. Let's get into it. Ooh. Oh. Well, we're a cute little creature in not so cute environment. Oh, I did read that there were some horror elements to this. Huh. Imagine if the game is multiple choice and the note being played is the answer. Well, I do have a piano next to me, so I could, technically. Now, in order to begin, this is the most important part of this entire experience. You will be asked a series of questions and you must answer them honestly. Now, when I say answer them honestly, I don't mean answer them how you'd like to answer them. Answer them with truth, even if that's hard to face. We all want to be good people. We rarely want to admit our faults, grievances, or mistakes. But you must decide what you truly want. Do you want this to work properly? Do you want the truth about yourself, your destiny in this world? Or would you rather live a lie just to hide from yourself? The process is very simple in theory. Just answer a long series of questions. What's difficult is self-analyzing your own psyche to evaluate the truths in your own mind and life so that you can predict your future. You see, as long as you're honest with these questions and answers, you'll be able to see your own future here. This will tell you things you already know, but don't necessarily know that you know. As long as the answers you provide to the questions asked are 100% honest and true, the process will simply unlock a part of your mind you do not have natural access to. This isn't psychic. This isn't a personality test. This is simply nature. This is you. This is your own mind. This is simply nature taking its course. This is the human brain at work unlocking hidden truths within itself. While attempting to answer many of these questions, you'll often wonder things like, well, this answer depends on the circumstance. Oh god, they're already... That is like me every time I have to answer a question about myself. I'm like, well, it depends. Like... I am such a, detailed person. I cannot stand vague questions. I need my questions to be specific, and I need my answers to be specific. Personality-based horror game, count me out. Oh, I'm so in for this. Create your own circumstances in your mind and answer the questions with a simple yes or no as you see fit. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do that in the game, but I am going to talk about every single one of these questions probably. You may not understand or realize it, but your mind will develop the situation required to answer your question the way it needs to be answered. I invite you to grab a drink of water, sit back, relax in this room full of blood and cobwebs, and enjoy the experience. We're about to begin with a series of questions, and provided that you are a willing participant, we'll be unlocking some substantial information today. Here we go. Okay. Do you believe that everyone should always be treated fairly? Yes. No question. Yes. Doesn't matter what. Do you believe that everyone should always be treated equally? Huh. Fairly, yes. Equally, no. People have different needs. People have different, preferences, different needs, different, I guess, requirements, so, no. Have you ever invented anything? Not that I know of, so... Just creating my own characters count? I invented those. Does that count? Do OCs count? I'm gonna count them, so yes. Do you believe that you are worthy of someone's time investment? If they say yeah. Would you consider yourself to be open-minded? I try to be, yeah. Would you say that you sometimes have trust issues? Oh, yeah. Not a lot, maybe, but... Would you be alright with living alone forever? No. Do you always give someone the benefit of the doubt? Always. Hello, dog. My dog has entered the vicinity. My dog is now in my room and under my desk. What are you doing, buddy? Hello there. Listen. Come here. I shall be right back. I shall escort dog back downstairs. And we're back. I think he just, we have like a, what do you call it? Like a fence thingy, I guess. Or a gate that you can like open from both sides. You can just like push it open. It's like just something like you like put in front of the door. And I think he just like pushed it aside and walked up that way. Anyway, do you always give someone the benefit of the doubt? Always is the key point here. Probably not. I feel like there have probably been like situations where I haven't done that, so I'm gonna say no. Do you dislike the sound of your own voice? Honestly, not as much. No. Wait, do you dislike the sound of it? No, I wouldn't say I like it or love it, but I don't really mind it. Do you like the color blue more than the color black? Oh, that is targeted. That is targeted. I mean, to be fair, technically, black isn't a color. No, I think I like black more. Although I do love blue. Certain shades of blue. I love dark blue. If you found money on the street and knew who it belonged to, would you give it back to them? Yes. Are you sure you want the answers you seek? Hell yeah. Are you afraid of spiders? Yeah. Unfortunately. If you knew you would emerge unscathed, would you jump into molten lava? No. Even if I knew, hell no. Like, it would still hurt, wouldn't it? Would it? Would you consider yourself to be fat? No. Pretty average. Would you say that you have lots of... Is it called... how do you pronounce that word? Is it charisma? Charisma? Charisma. Charisma. Lots of? No, I don't think so. Have you ever wished you could be temporarily frozen? No? No, I don't think so. This is all very interesting. It is. Did you realize that the last letter of the previous 5 questions when put together spelled the name Satan? I did not. Does that make you uncomfortable? Hell no! I love Satan. Are you good at finding hidden puzzles or clues? No. Like puzzles and clues and stuff, I think that's not really my thing. I'm good at like... I mean, what define good? I like finding them, and I'm more of a like a character analysis kind of person. So nah, I'm not that great when it comes to like hidden like puzzles and all that stuff. So nah, really, I think. Are you now wondering what other hidden messages are placed within these questions? Honestly, no. Yeah, no, I just was like, oh yeah, those questions, like Satan. Okay, cool, moving on. I mean, now I am, yeah. Have you been entirely honest with your answers thus far? Yes. Are you afraid of the consequences for answering questions dishonestly? No. I mean, like, assuming that is like a different outcome. If I am dishonest, then that's more content. Were you aware that there could be potential consequences for answering dishonestly? I mean, I would assume there were, yeah. Are you wondering how these questions began to take a strange turn? Not really. Would you consider yourself captivated? Kind of, yeah. Very interesting. Would you consider yourself to be brave? No, I'm a fucking coward. Do you view yourself as someone with above average intelligence? Above average? Maybe like slightly at best, so I guess. Have you been looking for hidden messages in these questions? No. Maybe I should. Are you wondering which hidden messages you may have missed? Honestly, yeah. Have you begun to wonder how long this test will take, or how many questions exist in this question? How many questions exist in this session? Kind of, yeah. Would you consider yourself to be a patient person? No. Do most humans annoy you? Annoying is the wrong word, no. I think humans can be exhausting, but not annoying. Do you prefer animals to people? My first instinct is yes, but... I mean, they're kind of even. It depends. See, there's the question. It depends. I think as much as I love animals, probably not. I'm gonna say no. I mean, technically, if I say like they're about equal, then I don't prefer them. So, do you believe in magic? I would like to. Sure. Do you believe in God or the existence of some form of higher power? No, I don't think so. It's a card game, true. Do you fear death? Oh, I am terrified of death. Are you attracted to someone whom you're not currently in a relationship with? Nope. Did you answer that last question with 100% honesty? Yep. Are you alone? Like right now? Yeah. Don't do that to me. Yes, I am, sure. If I told you with utmost certainty that there's something watching you, would you believe me? Like in the game or in real life? In the game? Yeah. Have you wondered who I am? Yeah. These are interesting questions. Have you had shivers at any point during this session? No, but it is kind of cold in here. True, technically I'm not alone. You're right. I answered that question dishonestly. I apologize. Do you feel like you're being watched? No. I mean, to be fair, again, I should have said yes, because technically I am being watched. Have you considered quitting this session early? Nope. Do you drink water every day? Yes. Do you eat at least once per day every day? Yes. Do you realize there's a high probability that you've missed a plethora of hidden messages thus far? Absolutely. Are you wondering what they are? Yeah. Would it bother you to never know without finding them yourself? Wait, would it bother you to never know without finding them yourself? Kind of. Is your favorite number 7? What is my favorite number? Maybe 13, maybe 18. But I don't think it's 7, no. Life is short, but it's the longest thing we'll ever do. Do you agree? Life is short, but it's the longest thing we'll ever do. Is this like questions to break the ice on a date? Honestly, this would be a banging icebreaker. This would be a great icebreaker. Personally, I would be so on board if someone like asked me these kinds of questions. That would be really interesting. But no, this is, I mean, I don't really know what this game is about. It's just a game about being asked various questions. Sunday, welcome in. I'm in the wrong universe, but it's all right. It's fine, all good. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. Interesting. Life is short, but it's the longest thing we'll ever do, I guess? Oranges cannot be compared to apples. Do you agree? I mean, they can, just not on like every level. Venus is sometimes referred to as the morning star. Did you know that? If I did, I forgot, so I'm gonna say no. Except the "Are you alone?" question. Yeah, that maybe not that one. Maybe not that one. Everyone deserves a second chance. Do you agree? Yes. You can do anything you put your mind to. Do you agree? Yes. Maybe not in the exact way that you want to or imagined it, but in a way. I think there's always a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. Obedience is more important than freedom. Do you agree? Hell no. Underwater adventures sound like a fun time. Do you agree? Absolutely not. Unless you're talking like in-game. I love water regions in a game. Do you realize that the first letters of the previous 8 questions spelled the phrase, "I love you"? No, I did not. Maybe I should be paying attention to that. Do you wish to be loved? Yes. Have you ever felt hated? Hated? Have I ever felt hated? No, I don't think so. Nothing but Kim's unintentionally reminding me that I have a long quiz next week. Well, you're welcome. And Mania, welcome in. Do you have any addictions? No? No. Do you dislike the color pink? No, I don't. Does the color gray seem depressing? No. Yeah, Fontaine, for example. Fontaine is still my favorite Genshin region. Just because it's so much water. I love water. Do you enjoy loud music? Yeah. Do you like to dance? No, I can't dance. I mean, I don't know how to. Would you consider yourself normal? Chad, would you consider me normal? Do you love your parents? I love one of them. So I guess, yeah. Have you ever been lied to? Yep. You sometimes get hate by your HSR opinions. How come you don't like her, Dad? I mean, they're hating my opinions. They're not hating me. I am unhateable. That's not true, but you play the test. I play Persona 4. I'm so excited to see Kanji in a swimsuit. Hell yeah! Do you get angry often? Angry? No. Like upset or frustrated or annoyed? It happens, but angry? Like straight up angry, mad? No. Do you hold grudges? Yeah. Have you ever forgiven someone? Yeah. Have you ever done something that you knew you shouldn't have done but still did it anyway? Yeah. Have you ever lied? Yep. Have you ever cheated on a test? Hey, speaking of which, I have. You won't cheat this test. Oh, I thought that was gonna be a question. That was no question. Okay. Do you think flowers are more beautiful than trees? That's an interesting question. I mean, I like trees. I think flowers are prettier, though. Have you ever wanted to be an animal instead of a person? Wanted to be? No. I've wondered what it would be like, but I don't think I've ever wanted to be. Do you believe you have psychic powers? I mean, it depends on what you would call that. We've talked about it a while back. This, let me check. I've been using that, yeah, like a déjà rev. I don't know if you'd consider that, like, anything psychic. So, I guess no? Question mark? Did you at least study for your Spanish lesson? Yeah. Yeah, of course I did. Of course I did. Of course I did. This guy looks like if I'm sorry. This guy looks like if Igor and Eggman had a baby. What? Wait, do you think that I think that wait. Mania, where do you think the head is? Do you think like this up top with the two dots and like the peak or the beak is the face? I'm pretty sure it's like the thing like the head below, it has below that. I'm pretty sure that's a hat. I would assume that is a hat. Don't stare at me, Duolingo. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. It's of course I studied. Do you believe you have psychic powers? I mean, I guess if a deja rev doesn't count, then no. It is like Igor and Eggman's child. I mean, I guess like the I'm assuming that's like a mask or whatever the hat is. Yeah. Just about his overall look. Interesting. Have you ever seen a ghost? I don't think so. Do you dream often? Yeah. Do you have nightmares often? Often? I have weird dreams, but not necessarily nightmares. Or not a lot of nightmares. Do you suffer from anxiety attacks? No. Do you suffer from depression? No. Do you exercise often and stay active? No. Is there a particular type of food that you despise? Oh, a lot of them. Would you consider yourself emotionally wounded? Emotionally wounded. I mean, in general, like in my life, yeah. Have you ever felt betrayed? Yeah. Do you ever feel lost in life? No. No, I usually know what I want to do. What was your last nightmare? What was my last nightmare? Probably usually my nightmares are in some way, shape, or form related to people dying. Or something to do with my girlfriend. Like, that's usually where it goes. But it's like either they die or something happens to them, but it's like in sort of like weird circumstances that are like semi-realistic but also don't really make sense. You know, it's like kind of like dream logic. But I can't recall anything off the top of my head. It's like seeing some old dude with long hair and a long beard, but he's pixelated, so he just straight up looks like a dog with the hair being the ears. What? I don't know what you're seeing. I see I see a little person. I see, wait. Like this right here, like these are the eyes, that's the hair, and this whole thing is a hat. That's really sweet in a weird way. Yeah, I don't know. I like nightmares. It's not the most recent nightmare I've had. I've had one nightmare where my dog, or at least one of them, was like run over by a car. Or not like was it run over? Yeah, run over by a car. I had one where my girlfriend became a drug addict. I had other weird dreams. Yeah, I do really like my partner. I do really love my girlfriend. But yeah, usually stuff like that. Would you consider yourself a natural leader? I wouldn't consider myself a leader. I feel like that's too much responsibility. Being a leader is not really about like whether you want to have that. Like, it's about how well you're able to handle it. I wouldn't go that far. I would say I can lead people or like guide people, and you know, I want to help people a lot, but I wouldn't call myself a natural leader. If you could push a button and destroy the world, would you press it? No. Do you sometimes dream of being a hero? Yeah. Have you ever been bullied? I think so. Yeah, like elementary stuff. But it was like kind of like the passive bullying of people just didn't want to like do stuff with me, you know, like people would like exclude, like kids would like exclude me from their little, you know, like play groups and whatnot. So in that way, but besides that, I guess that counts. So, have you ever bullied someone else? Have I ever bullied someone else? I don't think I have. Like, I don't think I've ever gone out of my way to, like, be mean to someone for no reason other than not liking them. So I don't think so, no. Nightmares are so rare to me, but my dream last night was seeing my crush in a weird way. I consider that a nightmare. Depending on your definition, yeah. Would you consider yourself to be a dreamer? Yeah, maybe. Do you sometimes hurt people's feelings unintentionally? Yeah. I think everyone does. Do you find space fascinating? Kind of. Would you consider yourself to be an artist? Would I consider myself to be an artist? I mean, does writing count as art? Like, would you consider writing, like being you know, like writing to be, or like wanting to create stuff to be like an artist? You're right back? All good, all good. Is name calling considered bullying? I guess it depends on the scope. Like, if you call someone a name once, you know, like if you call someone a bad thing once, not really. If you do it like on a frequent basis with the intent to make them feel bad, I would say that counts. I think that counts. Writing is art? Bet. Would you consider yourself to be a good friend? I try to be. I think I'm a pretty decent friend. Would you consider yourself to be flawed? Obviously, everyone is. Have you ever fantasized about being a supervillain or performing a heinous/egregious crime? Have you ever fantasized about it? Yeah, I mean, intrusive thoughts are a thing, you know. I sometimes imagine what it would be like to stab someone, like to stab someone that I'm like close with, and then I was like, that is terrifying. I'm not gonna do that. Anything that's meaningful, like poetry and stuff. I like writing like stories and stuff. Or coming up with stories and for like characters that I create and stuff. So I guess in a way that counts as art, you know, like art is a very broad spectrum. Throwing a heinous, yeah. Do you believe in perfection? No. Have you ever stolen from someone? Probably at some point, like a little thing as a kid or something. I think I probably have. Would you ever kill someone under any circumstances? Would you ever kill someone under any circumstances? Not on purpose. Not on purpose. If it's like a self-defense situation and like I defend myself in some way and that leads to that person dying, I'll mercy kill if I have to. Mercy kill? That true. I didn't consider that. What if you save the world? I mean, I don't think that requires death. I don't think that requires death. A mercy kill is a fair point. Like, if there's really no other option and that person is, like, just in pain and there's absolutely no hope, then I guess I would. Even video games are considered art. I play video games and then I'm automatically an artist. Hell yeah. I mean, to be fair, I think like art, like being an artist, like it implies that you're creating something. So I don't know if I consider every gamer an artist. If killing someone saved the millions of people, I'm gonna say yes here, because like that situation, I'm like I couldn't imagine a situation where that would apply. A mercy kill is like more realistic, I guess, in a way. When there's like literally nothing else to do, I guess I would force myself to. If you had one day to live, would you tell anyone? Ooh, I think I would. Yeah, I think I would. Have you ever told your darkest secrets to someone? Have I ever told my darkest secret? What would my darkest secret even be? I mean, I've told a lot of things to people. I don't even know what my darkest secret would be. I guess I'm gonna say no. Do you trust me even though you know nothing about me? You know what? Sure. Do you know who I am? No. Well, I know who you are. You have to push my hand for me to ever kill? Yeah, exactly. Like I am strictly against murder, like under any circumstances, or like, well, under almost, I guess, any circumstances. Like, if there's an alternative, then I'll pick it. With all that imagery, I can sense that the questions get more and more twisted. True. Yeah, definitely. Although the scenery, I think, hasn't changed. If I appeared behind you right now, would you scream? Probably, yeah. If I told you that I've been behind you this entire time, would that scare you? Are you the fire? Are you the hands? Kind of. Would you consider yourself to be empathetic? Oh yeah, to a fault. Would you consider yourself to be romantic? Yeah. Have you ever been in a physical fight? I have, yeah, as a kid. I mean, it was kind of like a play fight, but... Are you prone to headaches or migraines? These days, yeah. Do you look at the ground when you walk? Sometimes, yeah. Are you attracted to the opposite sex? Not really, I think. I mean, I can't recall the last time I've been attracted to a man or any other person that I've been dating my girlfriend for 6 years, 5 years, 5 years, over 5 years, and I've been in love with them for like 2 to 3 years before that. No. I'm right behind this interviewer this whole time? Oh no. Would you ever shave your head? If I needed to? Yeah. Are you attracted to muscular bodies? No. Do you ever dance when no one's looking? Yeah. Do you trust your best friend entirely? Yep. Do you remember your childhood extremely well? Extremely well? No. Would you rob a bank if you could get away with it? Would I? Would I rob a bank if I could get away with it? mean, like, a bank? I mean, they don't need that much money. So, you know what? Yeah, fuck it. Do you ever dream about running from a killer? I think I have dreamt about that. Do you ever dream about falling off a cliff? I don't think I've ever had a dream like that, no. Do you ever dream about being naked in public? I actually have had dreams about that. They're weird. Free money, bring down capitalism? Hell yeah! Do you enjoy scary movies or books? Nope. Do you enjoy comedic television shows or movies? Nope. Do you like being the center of attention? Sometimes, yeah. Do you feel like something is always watching you? Nope. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to go to space? Yeah. Have you ever had an out-of-body experience? Not that I recall, no. Have you ever... Have you ever punched a nun? Do you fear death? Have you ever dreamt about or fantasized about committing a heinous crime? Have you ever punched a nun? No, I have never punched a nun. Do you like dogs better than cats? And we're back to this. Yeah, I do. Do you prefer to read more than you prefer to watch movies? Yes. Are you still wondering why I asked you if you've ever punched a nun? Yeah. Do you get starstruck easily? Starstruck? I don't think I do. Do you hate going to big parties and social gatherings? Yes. Is your favorite part of your birthday receiving presents? Yeah. Seriously though. Seriously though, have you ever punched a nun? Like, really? Just bam! Like, right in the face. Nun punch! Nun punch! No, I have not. Did you laugh? Yeah. Did you say what the fuck in your head or even out loud? Did I? I don't think I did. Did I? I don't think I did. Are you now eager to somehow get the opportunity to... What? Are you now eager to somehow get the opportunity to punch a nun sometime soon? No. If there's a hell, do you think you're going to it? No. Do you enjoy fantasy fiction games? Yeah. Do you masturbate frequently? Oh, wow. Frequently? No. Yeah. Are you more than slightly uncomfortable right now? Not really. Is your mouth dry? No. Does profanity make you uncomfortable? Wait. Okay, profanity is just language, so no. Do you believe in legendary beasts such as a Loch Ness monster or Bigfoot? I don't think I do. Are you poor with money management? I think I'm decent. Choose one of these numbers that you feel resonates with you the most in this very moment. 13. Bam. Choose one of these colors that you feel resonates with you the most in this moment. Blue, green, red, purple, black. Gray. Choose one of these words that you feel resonates with you most in this very moment. Wicked, sick, plagued, wretched, toxic, vile. Ooh. I don't know, wretched is kind of a cool word. I'm gonna go with wretched. Choose one of these words that you feel resonates with you in this very moment. Blessed, glorious, divine, angelic, heavenly, celestial is such a cool word. Choose one of these words. Luck, skill, speed, agility, strength, power. Strength. Do you enjoy solving mathematical puzzles? Not really. Do you speak more than one language frequently? Yep. Have you ever visited a country other than your own? Yep. I've been to France and Austria. Do you enjoy coffee? Nope. Do you believe in demons? I would like to. You know what? Sure. Do you believe in angels? You know what? Sure. Are you afraid of sharks? A little bit. Do you prefer baths over showers? I mean, baths are like so, like they take more time. In theory, yeah. In theory, yes. In practice, no. I haven't taken a bath in forever. There's this one game similar to this where you answer questions through an old school PC. It had frequent jump scares. I think I have an idea which one you mean. I think there's something in my mind, yeah. You prefer baths over... Is that the one that, like, at some point called you by your, like, real name? Or, you know, like, your PC or like, device name? I think I've seen some people play that. If that's the one. Baths over showers? No. Does the smell of perfume or cologne give you headaches? Not headaches, it is too strong. It makes me uncomfortable. Did you see a shadow move in your room a few moments ago? Nope. That's fortunate? Do you ever hear your name being called when you know no one is calling it? When I know no one is calling it? No. The game is very red? Maybe I don't know it. I don't know. Do things in your home often go missing then reappear later? Often? No. I mean, every now and then it happens. Do you ever hear footsteps around you when you're alone? Nope. Do you ever hear random knocking noises around you? Nope. Do you often look at the same time on the clock every day? I don't think so. Have you ever felt your feet being grabbed at night while sleeping? No. Do you have any pets? Yes. Is your favorite color green? No. Are you attracted to a family member? No. Thankfully not. If you won the lottery, would you share the money with anyone? Yep. If you could be the dictator of your own country, would you accept the role? A dictator? A dictator? No. No. Even people with the best intentions make mistakes, and even if it's an accident, the blame is all gonna be on you, and you're gonna be stuck with that. Like that is too much responsibility. You experience some of these paranormal questions? Damn. Thank God your house isn't haunted. True. Thank God. Maybe I'm just misremembering it. It's just that the game's color looks like you're playing the virtual boy. Actually, yeah, I think I'm thinking of a different game then. Do you ever wonder what it would be like to be in prison? Kind of. Do you like fishing? Never done it? I don't think I do. I would. Do you like hunting? No. Do you like camping? No. Do you like guns? In fiction, I think guns can be kind of hot. In real life, no. Are you getting tired of answering questions? Not really. Would you consider yourself to be kinky? No, I'm pretty vanilla. Eyes are the window to the soul. Do you agree? Eyes are the window to the soul. I don't think so. I think that I don't think you can like fully like capture or recognize what someone's like, or you know, someone's essence just through the eyes, just through like the way they look at, like just through their eyes. No, I don't think so. Do you always keep your promises? I tried. I mean, nowadays, yeah, because I don't make promises that I'm not sure that I can keep. Would you ever completely trust someone who's lied to you? Would you ever It depends on why they lied, so I guess yeah. Are you an only child? No. Do you ever enjoy being drunk? Nope, I've never even been drunk. Do you like tattoos? Nah, not a fan. Do you enjoy being high in any form? Nope. Hate any kind of drugs. Do you believe you have a soul? Yes. Did you cry this week? No. Are you upset with someone right now? Yeah. Is there someone you're not being completely honest with daily? No, I don't think so. Do you understand how this works yet? Because you asked that, I feel like I'm gonna have to say no. If you answer the questions twice, your truths may change. It's not just about answering the questions. It's about the time you spend answering them and the combination you answer them in. It's about many different variables you'd never guess. Do you understand? Yeah. Are you wondering if the end of the test is coming soon based on the previous question you just answered? Not really. If I were to tell you that this entire process was planted here for you, specifically you, to learn something about yourself, and anyone else that bothers using this is just a byproduct of its intention, would you believe that? No. My dad, for example, has lied to me as a kid, but I trust him. Yeah. Like I've had friends and people like lied. I mean, it also depends, like there's white lies, you know? Like technically, if someone's planning something, like if someone's planning like a gift or a present for you, they could lie to you. I would still trust them in that aspect, you know, because they're lying for the sake of a surprise. Are you afraid of being abandoned? Am I afraid of being abandoned? No. Are you afraid of dying alone? Of dying alone? Not really. Do you worry that one day you'll be unexpectedly murdered? It can happen. Are you always on guard, waiting to fend off an attack? When I'm out, not always. When I'm outside and it's dark? Hell yeah, I am. Do you feel like I know you yet? I mean, I think you can get a decent idea of who I am based on everything I've answered so far. So yeah, sure. Do you believe in the end? Do you believe in the end of the world? I mean, yeah, the world has to end at some point. Have you heard any strange noise while answering these questions? No. I think we have enough information about you. Whether you skipped questions, answered honestly or dishonestly, took loads of time to respond, or answered quickly without reading or understanding properly, I've been able to tell. Calculating the results, analyzing you very carefully, I'm judging you. Based on what you've told me, this is what I can conclude. Oh boy, here we go. If anyone has been put in a box in this lifetime, it's you. And that just isn't a feasible thing to do with someone such as yourself. I think you know that too. You don't belong in a box, you belong on a pedestal, because you are magnificent whether you understand it, realize it, or even accept it. Why, thank you. You might not like to think of yourself in that way for the fear of sounding or even feeling arrogant, but let's be real here. People look at you and your first thought is negative. You get uncomfortable, they're not looking at you for the reasons you think, they're admiring you. They're even somewhat intimidated. I have been told that I can be a little intimidating, actually. I have been told that. You give off such a powerful aura about you that people straight up don't know how to handle your presence. They can even appear a bit standoffish at times, but that's not because they don't want to know you. They just don't know how to act around you. I mean, I've met people like that, yeah. You're not like other people. You think it's a problem with you, but it isn't. It's a power to be admired, though it's often misunderstood. Unfortunately, it's often misunderstood even by you. You need to understand that no matter what you do, not everyone's going to comprehend who you are and what you're capable of, but both good and bad. You will, however, find someone who you can open up to completely because they will be that special key to unlock the gate you keep so guarded. You need to do your best to open up, though. Make yourself a bit more accessible. Give people an opportunity to get to know you. They'd absolutely love what they see and hear. You need to build some confidence, or simply fake it. They won't know the difference, trust me. One thing you do need to be careful of, however, is trusting what people say and taking it to heart when it's negative. People who don't like you for whatever reason don't dislike you because there's something wrong with you. They dislike you because there's something wrong with them. No one who truly got to know you could ever dislike someone so astonishingly in-depth as you. I mean, that's usually how it is, right? That's actually something I've kind of been working with. Like, I am, as a person, I am a very sensitive person. So I actually, like, have been working on, like, not letting people's words or, like, actions get to me as much. It's a work in progress. It's a work in progress. But I think I'm doing decent nowadays. One thing you need to realize is that you might not be as good as some people say you are. Wait, you might not be as good as some people say you are, but you're definitely not as bad as people say you are either. It's important to live a healthy medium. True. If you don't understand yet, one day, very soon you will. Your secret word is justice. I like that. I like that. Is this guy supposed to be a murderer or a psychiatrist? Maybe both. I like that. Yeah! Oh my god! It was meant to be! It was meant— Apollo and I, it was meant to be! And Akechi! Hell yeah! Take the secret word that was assigned to you at the end of your session and leave it in a comment for us. We'll be selecting some of you based on your answers to be included in a future project we're currently working on. Don't be afraid. This is an opportunity for you to be a part of history. This is a chance for you to be a part of something greater. Be sure to note your secret word in your comments. If you do not wish to be a part of an upcoming project, simply leave your secret word out of your comments and we will not select your name. We appreciate any and all comments you leave and we always read them thoroughly. Thank you for taking the time to answer these questions. I know they've been of some help to you, and if they aren't yet, it will all make sense very soon. Trust me on that. It's official. You're Apollo and Akechi's long-lost sister. Hell yeah. Ooh, the test? Wait, the test hypothesis rising, final revelation, and the testing chamber. The journey and the advisor series, which we'd encourage everyone— ooh, there's more. If you'd like to support us further or try our other games, you can leave the link to our links. Oh yeah, I saw that. This was great. I love that. And that only took like a little less than an hour. How was the test? It was great. What was check out? Okay, never mind. I really, really enjoyed that. I love that I got the word justice. I think, you know, I love that. I love that. Yeah, the nun-punching part was very good. Yeah, this was interesting. This was very interesting. Yes, I got justice! Hell yeah! Huh. What are the... all of the games, test trilogy, the testing... What's testing? Let me look up some of their other games on Steam. Because now I am curious. I am curious now. Random Studios. Oh, they're releasing a lot of stuff. They're releasing a lot of stuff. Wow. There's the test, Secrets of the Soul. Huh. What is the test trilogy? Oh, it minimizes the screen. The testing chamber. Oh, and crisis hotline numbers. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Huh. Should we do another one of these? There's more games like this, and one is even like free, so should we do another one? I feel like these are fun. You should play the other test game with jump scares this time. Oh no. Oh, also I need to wait. It messed up the thingy. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Let me see. Okay, you know what? We're gonna actually wait. But then I would have to download that. I don't know how that's gonna go for my. How big is this one? 700 megabytes. See, thing is, I don't want to risk like downloading stuff now, and it messing with the stream. So, I guess that's that. But if some of these games are free, we might actually. I might download them. I might get them, and you know, if we have another more chill stream, and I'm looking for another game to play, then we can go for that. I'm just about to beat Genocide on that game. Oh, Undertale. Very hard, not gonna lie. Yeah, it is. Wait. I wish you'd talk about the end of the world. Things could be interesting. Stream's been good so far? Hell yeah. Yeah, everything seems fine so far. Oh dear god. But in that case, I think maybe we can just leave this here for today, you know? It's a very short stream. A very short and chill stream, which I think is fine because I still need to regain my energy from yesterday. Yesterday was a long one. Yesterday was was a lovely stream. I loved it, but my voice is still not fully back, I feel like. So that's that. Just got reminded of a fan game because of the justice thing. Undertale. What did you say? Undertale Yellow? Oh, that's a fan game. Interesting. I had an idea when I started Genocide Route. I changed my character name from Mania to Maniac. Fits well with the narrative. Well, but yeah. I think we're gonna call this here for today. We are going to be back next week with HSR. Next week, it's all HSR, baby. We are getting into 3.1, and we're gonna be playing through the story. And I might cry at one point, depending on how all of that goes. I am so hyped. I am so hyped for 3.1 story. So we're gonna get into that next week. And possibly even the week after, because I have a feeling that I might not. It depends on how long that quest is gonna be. But yeah, I thank you guys for being here today. Hope you all enjoyed yourselves. This was a short stream, a fun stream, a chill stream, a vibe stream. A little ominous, but that's fine. And we're gonna end the stream on the same ominous note with the one single note playing in the background and the weird, disturbing, creepy, unsettling whispering. So, I may see you again next week for HSR 3.1. And I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day, night, or whatever time it is for you. Make sure to follow my Blue Sky for updates, other things that I talk about, the schedule, all that kind of stuff. Follow the YouTube for videos, shorts, VODs, Twitch for VODs. No highlights anymore, apparently, because Twitch is intent on fucking its streamers over to hell and back. But yeah, follow the platforms, and stay safe, y'all. Take care, and I may see you again next week or at some point. Bye bye.